Hi, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from WisdomSeekers.net. I'm here today with Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the week of February 2nd to the 8th, 2020. And I'm just going to jump in. The first card I pulled was Listen. And that seems to be something that's very important lately. But let's see what it has to say. So the first card, of course, is change, deep subconscious change, psychological change. And to tell you the truth, that's exactly what's been happening lately. Things are changing and shifting, and it's from a very deep level. It appears that our most prevalent fears are rising to the surface, that which we haven't dealt with, even with we've been trying for years and years and years, but it's still not gone. Okay, but what covers it is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is solid, it's strength, it's no contest. You know, it's not like the Prince of Pentacles doesn't try to one up another person. They're just really solid and strong. And there's no need to prove themselves, which indicates that what we're working on will come. We will work through it. We will have that win. And I think in this case, we don't have a choice. We get the win, or we get the win. That's the only choices there are. The Ten of Pentacles. And why is that? Because it's stuff that's keeping us from moving forward. It's stuff that's keeping us grounded in the wrong dimension. And we want to move to a higher dimension, a better energy. So we have to uproot it to move forward. We have no choice. So the Ten of Pentacles is we have a great deal of support. We have a lot of things happening for us through our guides, and maybe even our physical family. And our physical family could be those who just love us, but are not genetically related to us. Okay, and then the Ten of Cups is a joy, a mature joy and happiness. And you have to admit, those of us who are on this path, we are moving and changing what we feel is joyful and happy to something more higher, more concrete. It's a subtler kind of joy and happiness. It's not the kind where you go out to we go out to the levee and drink till midnight or 3 o'clock in the morning and come home thinking that's joy. It's an internal joy. It's a joy that we feel in our genes, joyful because we're returning home. And because we're doing all this work, we had the Princess of Pentacles. And the Princess of Pentacles is all about surrounding ourselves with that which we find beautiful. And it's different for different people. You notice some people love the Scully arts, while others prefer scenes of mountains and sky and things like that. Beauty is in the eye of the perceptor, but it also brings a sense of fulfillment. And with that sense of fulfillment, there is we attract more to us. We attract things that are lovely and beautiful. And in this case, because we live in a society that we don't have a choice, it should be attracting money. Well, money, abundance. It might be that your abundance comes in other forms than just money. It could be people down the street say, hey, I'll trade you some cheese I made for the bread you make. And that is, again, that's another form of abundance. And what's coming up for us, the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is, it's a spiritual card. It's a support, balance, strength, continued change. But you have You can see what you're aiming for. You can see what's coming your way. And what supports us for the week? Well, we will probably have to do a bit of defending for ourselves. And that's might be that we defend our stance, or might be we defend our beliefs, or just simply who we are. But that's all right, because we've got the support, we have the strength. The Knight of Cups is a card with strength in it. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of support. We have the support. We're fine. And an outcome of any thing like that will be three of Pentacles, which is being acknowledged for what we are. And again, it's a money card. But the High Priestess is also part of our future, where we can see what we're looking for. We can see that we can see where the other people are falling down and what they're doing when, for instance, when they attack, why they're attacking. And we can see it isn't really aimed at us. It's aimed at through their fears, and their fears are ruling them. They're telling them how to live their lives. They're not choosing to live their lives that way. They're being ruled through fear, and they have no choice unless they let go of the fear. So the last card is the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is telling us that we are going to shortly be where we want to be, which is, well, we're never going to be where we want to be, because we're always going to have more. That when we land where we want to be, we're always going to want to move forward into something else. As long as we live and breathe, this is how it will be. And that's nothing wrong with that. Aiming for that, for more than what we've aimed for. Okay, so when I was talking about this, protecting yourself and being aware that why you have to protect yourself has nothing to do with you, that's where the listening comes in. That's where we learn to listen. But the best card of all is the very last card. And this is something I believe is truly coming our direction. And that would be where we get the seven. Where did it go? The Seven of Swords, I believe it was. It's vanished. Is our dreams are coming true. Now, it is time for our dreams to come true. There is no two ways about it. We have put in the effort. Some of us have put in dozens of years. Some of us have put in a few years. And some of us are just simply now waking up. Doesn't matter when or how, because it goes beyond this lifetime. It goes to many lifetimes where we have worked through things and everything. We have worked very hard. It is now time to realize our dreams. In the wrap up, is it going to be an easy week? Oh, very not likely. None of them are easy. It haven't been easy for months and months now. But positive? Yes, it will be. Very positive. And I see we've got a bunch of people. So hi, everybody.
Moon Feather starts us off with, "Hey ladies, how are you? Are you having a good day? Just wondering if I do meet Lewis this summer, if you feel things are likely to go well. Will he like me in person? Please and thank you."
Well, I got a definitely. and that's all I got was definitely he'll like you. Okay.
Barbara Spellman asks, "Will my ex-Gemini Jose contact me anytime in February?"
I got a no, but that doesn't mean I'm right.
Empress C asks, "Hello, beautiful. Is my ex-friend trying to do magic on me?"
I got a no for that. Really strong no. If there's something happening untowards that you feel is not natural, if you vibrate higher than it, then it can't touch you anyhow. So if things are going sideways and they shouldn't, in places where they shouldn't be going sideways, just check and see. Just tell the universe that you will not accept it, and see what happens.
Ana Lu Fernandez says hi.
Hi, Anna. Ooh.
Gabby McMaster asks, "Hello, ladies. Hope you both are well. It's been a pretty tough couple of weeks. Not sure what's going on. LOL. Looking to get some messages from my guides, please."
Okay. Well, basically, the last few weeks is basically what I've been saying. We can't take it with us. So there's a lot of cleanup going on. And usually it is not what in the realm of fun at all. So that's probably basically what you're having to deal with. It's just cleaning up stuff. Just like I said in the message today, it is. We can't take it with us, and it's stuff that has been probably resistant for years. I know what I'm working on. I've been working on for 30 years, and there is just a part of me that is resistant to believing in it. So it is normal. So she wanted to know what?
Just a message from her guides.
Okay. So basically what they showed me is planting yourself or grounding yourself as much as possible. And they're suggesting you don't take any of it personally, because I guess what I was telling you, it is basically what it is, that you are cleaning things up, and cleaning things up the quick way is not necessarily fun. And we all know lessons are never fun. If we could have fun lessons, that would be wonderful. But at this point, your lessons are not fun. So they're showing me an anchor from a ship, not the ones that are like would fill my house, but from a little schooner or something. So anchor yourself in the energies, which suggests there might be a bit more coming through. But they also say you've got this, you can weather it, and they are with you. But it is the fastest way to get through it. And when you get through it, the other side is like you know what it's like after a storm. The sun comes out and it's so clean and fresh. The outcome will be like that. Okay.
Champagne C says, "Hey, Elisha and Elle."
Hey, Champagne.
Zulemi R asks, "Does my ex Jay miss me?"
I don't think he misses you as much as you would like him to. Okay.
Earth Angel asks, should I live on campus and go to college when I'm 25? What do my guides say about it? Is it worth the investment or not?
Oh, going to college, living on campus, or going to school?
Well, her main question, because there are two questions in this. Her main question, which I think is what she wants to hear the most, is what do my guides say about college
In general.
in general?
Okay.
I lied, there's like three questions.
Okay.
All about college, but still.
Yeah.
So college in general.
Basically, what they told me right off the bat is knowledge is always a good investment. Hang on. It's cheaper to live on campus probably than off. Just it's you have to deal with you just have to deal with personalities, that's all. And there's always going to be lots of personalities. But they're telling me to tell you more than anything, be very aware of what you choose to take. Don't take courses simply because they're easy. Take courses because they are going to facilitate you later in life. Because otherwise you end up going to college longer, or once you discover that you're quite capable of studying and doing fine. So make sure you take courses that are going to benefit you more than anything. And this will pay dividends in the future, but not the near future. If that makes sense. This is something that you will be that is worth that will when you're older, it maybe 5 years from now, you will see a great deal of benefit from taking courses that will stretch you, make things. Yeah, you just need to stretch yourself a little bit more, basically, is what they're saying, than you think than you want to. Maybe if you're a little bit worried about it, take the first semester easy, but then it's time to start to buckle down and put effort into it. Okay.
Mellow Yellow says, hi, dynamic duo. How is the energy treating you both? I was wondering if the lawyer is my best bet, or may one of the developers.
Well, again, I would ask you to follow your own heart, but I do believe the lawyers will probably take more money, but they seem to be the brighter prospect. I just have a feeling that, well, they're both out to make as much money off of you as they possibly can. I do think the lawyers may possibly be a little more honest. Good luck on that one. That's a difficult one.
Yasmin Fox asks, hello ladies, what's the message from my higher self?
they're suggesting that your quiet panics are it's really hard to say this, but they're suggesting that the stress you're undergoing right now is your best. It's best if you don't indulge in them too much. I guess that's the nicest way I can say it. Don't panic as much as you can. Find ways to ground. Find ways to be comfortable and secure in what you in your situation, and just know that the less you feel ungrounded, the more grounded you are, the more likely things are going to turn out for your benefit. Okay.
Bree Smith asks, I haven't had communication with my mom for a few years now. She finally reached out a few weeks ago. If she has anything to tell me, what would it be? Anything helps.
All I pick up from your mom, there's a great deal of fear. There's something you could ask her about her health. Something that she's very afraid of is occurring. And she actually doesn't seem to know how to face it. And she's not telling me what it is. I just picking up fear. Sometimes comes across as arrogance. And sort of, it's none of your business kind of energy. But more than anything, it feels like she doesn't want to be alone. If she's historically been a user and things like that, chances are she has not changed. Though mortality sometimes does have that effect on people, that they change. So regardless, remember, she is still who she was. Even with she is reaching out for support, she's still who she used to be. And which means that she still has fangs, regardless of what her fears are. And actually, if being afraid, she probably has more likelihood to use her fangs, potentially, than if she was just trying to get money out of you. Okay.
Champagne C asks, hey Eliz-sha, can we tap into how Angel is feeling towards me right now in this present time? Thank you so much.
He's kind of angry, kind of hot, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think he's a bit headachy, but he's very angry, and it's like he's the one that likes to create the scenario. He's the one that likes to be in charge of how things happen or don't happen. And he doesn't like the fact that he was not the one to make decisions. And it doesn't matter if this decision that was made was the same one he was heading to, he didn't make it, so it makes him angry. So at this moment, there's more anger than there is logic. But that doesn't mean it will last that way.
Ariel C asks, does Tommy currently regret firing me?
I don't think Tommy regrets anything that she's done in the past. She might realize she made a mistake, but she's never going to admit it, never going to regret it.
Mimi asks, is Dario going to come visit me one day?
He may, but be very suspect what he comes for. I would not... I would not trust his reasoning. Okay.
Angel Wings asks, if I ask Veronica if I can rent a room from her for $500 a month, will she accept the offer? Thank you.
Okay. Should we rent a room from whom?
Veronica.
At this stage, she'll think about it, but it's not like there was out and out no. It was more, yeah, let me think about that. That's an interesting idea. So I think it's worth offering that. Okay.
Nella P asks, does my mom believe that I have a baby?
I don't think she thinks too much about anything. I think too much has gone down that she doesn't follow. She doesn't necessarily. She doesn't necessarily believe a lot of things anymore. Okay.
Miriam M asks, how will the 2220 portal affect me?
Well, that's entirely up to you, actually. How are you going to deal with it? How are you choosing to move with it? Are you choosing to be open and willing to change? Because any portal that comes through, all your beliefs, all your ideologies are going to be up for grabs. It's how you deal with it that will make the difference. And it's if you choose to be, if you choose to allow it to be easy, it will be easy. If you choose to fight it and say no, 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 it will be tough. And literally that is how it works. It might be, if you don't fight it, it might be that you'll have a day or two of discombobulation and frustration. But if you fight it, it could very well be that life becomes intolerable for a while. So make a choice. Literally make your choice and say, this is how I choose to go about this situation. I choose for it to be easy. I choose to accept what's coming my way. And with every portal, they're going to bring stuff up that it's hard to deal with. And I'm sure you've noticed right now that there are a lot of people that are dealing with shite. And it's painful and it hurts. But that's just what it is. It's being brought up for you to release. So it's a choice. It's always a choice. Good luck on your choice.
Joe Fermino asks, hello, darling. Any messages from my guides?
Now, something interesting is coming your way. And I see you standing there. And I see you. I see you. It's kind of cool. You're standing there with your hands on your hips. You're facing into the wind. And you're saying, I'm standing firm. This is where I am. So something's coming up for you. And you've made a decision and you're going to follow it through. And because you've made the decision, it's going to actually be very positive for you. You're going to, well, from the looks of it, you're going to ace it.
Positive for Life asks, hi, may I ask if Washington and I will be together? He's been giving me hints, and I know he has a hard time expressing himself since he is my best friend. LOL. I'm assuming that's what she meant by bestie.
Yeah, probably.
Thank you.
He does love you. I think if he's giving you hints, he's asking your permission. And if that's what you like, if that's something that you're interested in, best friends are the best choice. Because
they already accept you.
You're already good friends, and you've got things to talk about. And when the physical dies down, you're still friends. So if you're interested, let him know.
But make sure you're interested. Make sure you're interested, because once you cross that line,
there's no going back. Yeah, there's
quite,
no going back.
Quite a bit. So.
But I do. He does appear to love you.
Emily Aquine asks, hey, Eliz-sha and Elle, I would like to ask, how did Jeffrey feel after the conversation we had?
I think he's still, well, the word he said to me was reeling from it. But he does, it's more, it was said with more like a joke, more than he's actually shocked and surprised or going, oh my gosh. So he's still thinking about it, but there's a smile on his lips while he says it. So I think whatever your conversation was, it worked out in your benefit, and he seems to be pleased about it. So good luck with that.
CF says, hi, Eliz-sha. Just to give you feedback regarding money that was stolen, you were spot on. It is over $3 million thus far.
Woo. Ouch.
Naveen Lahir asks, any messages from my angels? Thank you. Peace from Kuwait.
You said peace from Kuwait. Your angels go, peace. I think they're a little dated, but I know what they mean. That was what we said in the 70s, right? Peace. It didn't mean Verizon back then. So obviously your guides are pleased with you to make a joke. It seems that something you're doing, they're telling me you're spot on, or did I just steal that word? That you're doing, that it's just right. Whatever you're doing is it is exactly right what you're doing, and they want you to keep on doing it, but they're suggesting you do it very subtly. Be very, very quiet about it. Don't tell the world what you're doing. Okay, but they're really pleased with what you're doing.
Nicolai Sabinde asks, "Hi ladies, always looking forward to your live streams. I'd like to know, does he miss me?"
Yes, that's all I got was yes, he misses you.
Briche Cooley asks, "Will I find a job waxing in the future?" Is it bad that all I think about is wax on? Wax off from Karate Kid.
No, but I got a mixed message. I got yes, no. So I don't exactly. So what I got was yes, you will get a job waxing in the future. No, it's not the job that you're going to end up with. That things are going to continue to shift and change for you, and you're probably going to move on from that position. And I don't know how fast, but I do know that you are not going to stay there. For how long, I don't know. It could be a couple months, could be a year or so. But it feels more like something more positive is going to come your way. And that's more what it's more what it is. It feels more like you're going to become a business owner rather than an employee, I think is what it is. So yes, no.
Nancy W. asks, "Does my mom have debates that she's not telling me about?"
Have what?
Oh, diabetes.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
I read good. Promise.
She's struggling with her sugar. I'm not quite sure it's at the diabetes stage yet. I think it might be early stages. So, but she is struggling and she doesn't want you to worry. And she's afraid you'll nag her. And she knows she's falling down. And she knows she's not doing a good job of it. So she doesn't want you to know. So I would suggest you start showing her paleo diets, because the paleo diets, my foot's going to sleep. The paleo diets are, because I'm assuming she doesn't do well with it because she likes sugar, right? The paleo diets they have sugar, but they're natural sugars, so they're slower. Do some research, because the diabetes diet is one of the best diets in general. So if you can support her rather than saying no, don't eat that, give her alternatives, because and maybe show her the alternatives. So I make occasionally, not very often, I make a chocolate pie, and it's made with cashews and coconut milk, because I don't like dark chocolate, and cacao rather than chocolate, which is has more nutrients in it, so it's more dense food, and it's creamy, it's delicious. The crust is made with dates and almonds, and again, so you have a pie this big. It's so nutrient dense that it lasts a long time because you only need a tiny piece to be satisfied. So there are so many foods out there that it's just amazing, and it takes a while. But also buy her coconut sugar, or they call it coconut sugar or palm sugar.
I think it's
Coconut sugar, because coconut sugar, white sugar has a tendency to rise straight up. You eat it, your sugar glucose levels go straight up. Honey goes like that. Coconut sugar at this point has the lowest. You can also buy monk sugar, which is a natural sugar. I don't I don't have anything against it. I just have dogs, so I don't buy anything that's
not dog friendly.
Not dog friendly. And because my dogs eat everything we eat, and they think they're supposed to, so there's a lot of food we don't eat. But just be aware, there are a tremendous a number of alternatives out there that are that the food is just divine, and that includes food like breads and stuff. One of the things I make is I haven't made it for a while, but you get a variety of seeds and nuts, about 3 cups of any kind, except I find I don't like almonds with this one. You get, I think it's, like I said, I haven't made it for a while, but I think it's eggs, and you beat up the eggs. You put the nuts and the eggs together, put it in the oven at 350 for an hour, and you come out, you slice it. Again, it's so nutrient dense. You don't eat a lot, and it makes a really great snack. And it's a small loaf like that, but it will last a long time. There are so many alternatives out there that you don't really have to deny yourself. You can also take coconut oil, cocoa, and 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 you can hear monk sugar would be great, and mix them together. So the cocoa makes it like a chocolate, and I like white. I don't like dark chocolate, so I put coconut milk in it. And then you freeze it. And there you have chocolate. Anyhow, there are so many alternatives out there. It is, and just Google paleo diet recipes. Okay, I've talked enough about that.
Where am I? Miriam M says thank you. CF asks, my work contract ends tomorrow. Will I get work soon?
I got a simple yes. Again, I can't go and say much about timing, but it does appear that there's something out there. Just it's almost like it's waiting for you to be finished, so that they can contact you to come and work for them. And it might be in the energies they're waiting. I'm not sure, but there seems to be something there waiting for you. So good luck.
Mel Yellow says thanks. Patricia Scowen asks, hi ladies, do you see me meeting someone romantically in the next few weeks?
Not in the next few weeks particularly. But again, like I say, I'm not really great with with timing, but it's not that far away either. It's more of a springtime thing. Okay.
Crea Torca Doodoo. I apologize that I butchered that like crazy. Asks, hello, will Edward come back into my life?
I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. If you can, move on. If he comes back, it's gold. But if he doesn't, you're not wasting your time waiting. Okay.
Miriam Rashid asks, hi, I would like to know if my ex is trying to manifest us getting back together. I think that's what she means.
Okay. I think so, but I wouldn't trust it. There's something there that doesn't ring true, doesn't feel right. So I'm not sure. I don't know how to answer that one. Yes, but I wouldn't trust it, basically. There's something just off. Okay.
Emily Aquine says, thank you, Eliz-sha and Elle. The conversation went well.
Great.
The koi fish asks, what does Jay feel when he sees me?
When he sees you, he thinks you look good, and he's aware that you look good. Okay.
Positive for Life says, LOL, yes, I love him too, and I understand. The connection is very strong, and I enjoy our conversations together. Thank you. Nikuli Sabinde says, thank you, ladies. Lily Dula asks, hello, ladies. Any general energy pick up for me? Thank you.
So there's a strength in you that you've always had, but it's coming to the forefront now. There's you've always been a very gentle soul, a very caring soul, but I feel like you're also becoming more aware that sometimes you have to stand up and tell people that you're not going to accept that and this is how it should be done. It's almost like you're becoming a leader rather than of the situation rather than a follower. It's like you're saying, you're looking at the situation and you're going, how can they make that choice? That choice is so illogical. And you're going, nope, I'm going to say, yep, you cannot do that. That is not a logical choice, and go from there. So you're becoming a leader. The energy is you are becoming a leader. So step up, lady, because you've always been one.
Miracle 33 asks, or says, just stopped by to say hi, ladies. Thanks for taking your time for us.
That's nice to hear from you.
Egul Frisk asks, hi.
Hi.
Do you have a message for me from my guardian angels?
They show me something really strange. And it looks like a piece of pottery. And it's not a rough piece of pottery, but it's very bohemian. It's very, it's like the pottery that you would see that comes out of antiquity, where the goddesses are round and full and full bodied, big breasted, and like that.
Aren't those usually considered for fertility goddesses?
Not necessarily. I think in those days everything hinged on fertility.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of pottery I'm seeing. And I'm not sure if it's the pottery that's important or the image. I have a feeling that it is actually the pottery that's important over the image. And the image, of course, has power. It's very powerful imagery. But it has the pottery has something to do with I think and I can't remember whether you do pottery or not, honestly. But if you do pottery, I think it's a way of generating a fair amount of income because they're beautiful pieces. The painting of it is very subtle and things like that. Okay.
Mary Rashid says thank you. The Koi Fish says thank you. Lily Dulo says you are so talented. I still want to be kind, but showing some boundaries where everyone and everything is standing. Thank you so much for your energy and time.
Yeah. And you can still be kind. You just have to be tough to be kind.
And Gabriela Amamia ends us on, hello, ladies. Any messages from my deceased family?
Well, they're very excited to talk to you, or that you're reaching out to them. And your family's quite rambunctious family, and not in a bad way. They're just very exuberant, and they're just overjoyed that you're asking for them. And they're saying all at once, by the way, we're fine, we're great, we're happy, and then I can hear that it is their they want you to choose a path of happiness as well. And they're asking you to take a second look at something or someone that you're interested in, and see if make sure that is your true choice, true path to happiness. Okay. But but your own family's doing well, and they're happy, and they definitely want you to know they're happy, and they definitely want you to they definitely want you to also make wise choices, is what they're saying. And that's about all I'm getting right now.
Tari Avalos pops in with our final question because it's almost an hour.
Yeah.
She asks, hello, may I know if I will manage to succeed in school this semester? Because my schedule is horrible and I'm completely exhausted.
You might have to put away social events but you have the ability to do this. I would also suggest that if it's still early enough, that you withdraw from a course. And yes, it'll put you behind one, but maybe you can take a course Distance Ed over the summer. Because there's one course that is not as, there's one course you're taking that is not as, it takes up a lot of energy and it's not giving you very much. So if you can still withdraw without penalty, you may find that is the smarter way of doing it. I had one professor, and he showed us his whatever they're called, things, and he had withdrawal all over. He says, and he made a point of telling us, if you're not doing well in a course, withdraw from it. You can make it up later. It's better to withdraw. And yes, I know it all costs money, and it costs a tremendous amount of money. But in the long run, it's better to withdraw than have a F on your cards. And that's long run. I mean, right now that just sounds like a horrible idea, and the cost is, oh my God, I can't afford it. But if you think about it as a lifetime and you're worried about failing, if you withdraw one, then the chances are you will have three that are not a fail. But if you're this exhausted and tired, then do that. Just withdraw from one course and choose the one that's giving you the most problems.
CF says, no, Gabriela Amenia says, thank you so much. I'm happy they are happy, and the energy from today is very good for me. Blessings.
Good luck.
CF says, thank you. Jennifer Schweb
Hi, Jennifer.
asks, hello, ladies. Hope you're having a great day. Any important messages for the next couple of weeks? Thank you so much. If you're up to it.
Actually, they're asking a question of you. Did you find what you were looking for over the weekend? Is what your guides are asking. So I think it's rhetorical, because obviously they would know the answer to that. So maybe what they want you to do is to check back and see if there's something that occurred that you didn't pay attention to that has importance to you. Basically, that's what I'm getting. Okay.
All right, we're good. We're done.
We're done.
Let's call her.
Okay, so I'm going to call her then. So thank you so much. Great questions. Namaste. Namasko.
Bye,
And
everybody.
there it is. Bye. What? What was the O?